episode of For the Record. So today's album I want to talk about is this one right here. As you know, guys know, I'm a really big Marilyn Manson fan. So this one is Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids, live and unreleased studio demos, 1993. So when I was doing the research on this, I didn't really know much about it. If any of you guys know the cover of the artwork, you know, the lunchbox there that says Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids, the logo and all that. So back when they first started, and they was in I believe it's Miami or Florida club scene when they was doing all the concerts and they handed out little demo tapes and stuff. The covers used to have like these little lunch boxes on them and, you know, stuff like that. So it's common for the old tapes to have that same kind of cover. There was quite a few different ones, and there's like the one that has the bus on it and stuff, and then so there's a couple different ones, and I've always wanted one of those. Excuse me. So, you know, for me, this was right up my alley because, first of all, I don't even own a cassette player anymore. I have a couple like Tool cassettes and Korn cassettes and Limp Bizkit cassettes. And sorry about the noise. It's my neighbors upstairs. They walk across the floor. It's like super loud and shit. So for me, this was right up my alley. So I'm going to read a little bit about it right here on the Manson Wikipedia site. So it says, live and unreleased studio demos 1993 is a bootleg by Marilyn Manson's Spooky Kids released in 1998. That Gidget was selling on eBay. The quality of the records is good, but the quality is not a studio master. Gidget probably didn't have access to the master's tapes of the songs, so he used copies from his cassettes. And it says tracks 1 to 6 appear on Refrigerator and Live as Hell, which I believe I have Live as Hell. So, and that's the thing too. So when you buy a lot of these older ones of Marilyn Manson's Spooky Kids, half the stuff is on one album, half the stuff is already on another album. So when you buy different ones, you're going to get some of the same songs no matter what. And then tracks from 7 to 10 appear on Family Jams. Or Family Jams, sorry. So, for me, this was right up my alley. I didn't pay a whole lot for it. I think I paid $30 for this. And then maybe like $10 for shipping, so $40 altogether. Not a fucking real huge deal breaker for me. I know this isn't everybody's cup of tea because I've already had comments from people when I showed it off on like Facebook and Instagram, like, oh, that's a fucking bootleg. Why would you want that trash? It's more rare to find a fucking Gidget one. Okay, first of all, I didn't know how fucking rare this was. Like I said, I had to look it up online. I'll put the Discogs thing up there of it, but here's the thing, like for me personally, this is what I wanted. I'm happy with this album, okay? So I want to show you it. And it's just real simple. It's just on one LP. First side, second side. You know, it's really, really, really simple, you know? It's just on black vinyl. It is bootleg. I've seen more, but the first one that I saw was this one online, and I bought it because I didn't know. And mainly, like, I really don't care what anybody else thinks. It's got Cake and Sodomy, Suicide Snowman, Lunchbox, Learning to Swim, My Monkey, Misery, Misery Machine, Dope Hat, Dogma, Let Your Ego Die, and Thingmaker. And personally, I feel like it sounds really good. You can definitely tell that some of it's live and some of it's studio demos. I really like side B more than side A because side A I feel like I already have on the Live as Hell and a couple other ones, which I already knew when I listened to it because it was the same version that I've heard a million fucking times. And I also have Dancing with the Antichrist, and some of these same songs are also on that as well. So, that's the price you gotta pay for buying these. But personally, I think this is a perfect little mix for their older stuff, for their unreleased stuff, for the people that's trying to find Marilyn Manson, the Spooky Kids. You know, maybe you're like me and you don't own it on cassette tape or whatever. And, you know, to me, this makes me happy. I really like this. This is perfect to add to my collection. I think I just barely, with this one, I hit 33 albums on vinyl, within bootlegs and fucking live concerts and actual albums and singles, and I count them all, man. And here's the thing too, is if it's a Manson album that I don't own on vinyl, then I'm gonna buy it. And even on the back of the CD, it had all the same sort of stuff on here, except for they changed it from like CD to say LP or whatever. And then on the back here it says for promotional use only. I've seen that Gidget signs them. I have one of Gidget's other CDs that was after Portrait of American Family when he wasn't in Marilyn Manson. It's like his own CD. That one's signed. So I do have some of his signed stuff. I have like a lot of his old guitar picks and shit like that. So, I mean, I would definitely love the original making of this CD and have it signed, which would be a lot better probably than this. But at the same time, this is what I'm going to listen to more anyways, because I spin way more records than I listen to on CD. And, you know, I feel like when people post stuff out there of records they like, and I know other people have their opinions or whatever, but let that one person be happy with the record. Who cares if it's a bootleg? Just let them fucking be happy. I don't care. If you buy an album that makes you happy, and you're happy listening to that record, and you're not upset about the money you spent on that record, then kudos to you, dude. Because you know what? That's what it's all about. It's all about the music, listening to stuff that you enjoy, because you're the one spending your money. It's not, you know, when they want to start spending their money on you, then fucking go for it. You know what I mean? And that's just the way I feel about it, because I see too much hate on, like, Facebook posts and groups that I'm in, and you know, vinyl ones, and I just feel like, you know, if you really like an album, like, I really, really like that album. Like, I'm not gonna front to you and tell you because everybody else told me that they don't give a shit about it. Whatever. You may not even care about it. You watching, you know, whoever you are. But personally, me, I care about it. I like it. I think it was worth the money. If you're a big Manson fan like me and you want one of those, go on eBay. They have a bunch of them up there. I've been seeing them go. I didn't know how many there was going to be of those. I've never even seen one before, so that's why I snagged it as quick as I could. I thought it was like a gem to me, but I guess it's not really a gem everybody says on Facebook, but whatever you do. Like, I'm just putting my own personal opinion and giving it to you. You can take it however you want it, you know, and that's the truth about it, you know. I'm not trying to fake it or, you know, be like everybody else and jump on the fucking bandwagon. No, if I like something, I like something. I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to be honest, you know. And I feel like people are stomping other people's shit and just being jerks to people for no reason, you know. Be kind to the next person. If they're happy for buying that album, you know, tell them congrats, you know. Let them be happy with the fucking album they bought. Like, I seen this dude I know post an album on Facebook with a Walmart thing, and you know what? I hope that album sounds good to him, because as long as it does, that's all that matters. It's not my opinion. I don't like the Walmart releases anymore. I mean, that last Core album I bought, that was a deal breaker for me, you know what I mean? But I bought Purple on Black Wax this time because I didn't want the Walmart exclusive. Personally, I didn't like the way the last one sounded, so. But I mean, maybe one day I'll get a Walmart exclusive and it might sound really good and it might change my mind. You never know what's gonna happen. But that's all I got for today. Stay tuned. Next video that's gonna be coming up is my tool collection. You don't want to miss out on that. It's gonna be fucking killer. I got some really good bootlegs and stuff that's not normally out there for albums of Tool that I want to show off, and like old cassette tapes and shit. Maybe we'll see what I actually dig up. But until then, make sure to like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. All it does take 2 seconds and it helps out my channel a lot, and I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys watching, and I hope you all have an amazing day. Take care, and until next time, keep spinning that vinyl. Alright, peace.